everybody. I'm hoping to do some drawing today. I really like dogs, and I know that some of you really like dogs too. So I was thinking maybe we could draw this picture of a dog. So this is what it looks like when it's all completed and all done. That's what we're going to be drawing. I'm using on my computer screen, I'm using a little bit of a step-by-step guide to show me how to draw it, and then we can draw it all together. So what you're going to need is a blank piece of paper, a pencil, and an eraser. So go ahead and make sure you have all of that stuff ready to go, and of course a table to sit at or something that you can use that has a flat surface that you can draw on. So here's my piece of paper. I've got my pencil here, and this dog is going to start almost kind of a version of the number 61. The only difference is we're not going to close our 6 all the way. So what I'm going to do is draw a 6 like this, but I'm not going to finish this circle on my 6. So I'm just going to draw it almost closed, kind of somewhere up near the top. Okay, and then I'm going to draw a 1. So a little space away from where that 6 was, and about the same height, I'm going to draw a 1. So there's my 61. So if you look carefully, what's going to happen is this is going to be the back of the dog coming around to where his back leg is, and this is the front of the dog. This will end up being his front leg and his front foot, and then we're going to have a head up here. So that's our start, is just this 6-1. Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to continue this 6, the top line, up just a little bit so that it's in line with our 1. So you can see I just have that little bit of space. So I'm just going to go ahead and bring that up just a little bit. And then I'm going to draw a little bit of an arced line to connect them. So connecting the top of my 6 with my 1. This is going to be part of the dog's collar. So to show the thickness of the collar, I'm going to kind of loop around a little bit of a semicircle like that. That's my dog's collar. Now on top of the collar, our dog needs a head. So draw a big circle. But the circle doesn't quite close, it just comes into each side of that collar. Just like that. The next thing I think I'm going to draw are the dog's ears. So I'm going to give him some floppy ears on both sides. So I'm going to kind of loop this around and then come down for some big floppy ears. Remember, your dog doesn't have to look identical to mine. Your floppy ears can be a little bit of a different shape. They can be bigger, they can be a little bit smaller. That's totally up to you. One of the best things about drawing is that it can always be unique to each person as an artist. So now for the other ear, I'm going to do something similar. I'm going to try and make my dogs have my dog have the ears that are close to the same size so that's not too lopsided. That's pretty close. Now we're going to need the belly of the dog. So I'm going to come down here and I'm going to kind of draw a curved line for the belly. I'm not going to meet up with this line that was my 1 because I'm going to need to leave some space for that leg. So I'm just going to go right into here and draw that line. And notice this doesn't quite meet the 1. I'm leaving space for that leg. You can kind of choose. If I had moved this line down a little bit lower, I would have a little bit of a plumper dog that maybe likes to eat some more food. And if I have it up here, it's a little bit of a leaner dog that maybe does a lot more running around and doesn't have quite as big of a belly. And I'm going to draw this leg here. This is my dog dog's front leg. And he has a really long front leg. And that's okay. I'm gonna give him, this is his paw. Maybe we'll give him a couple lines where his toes go. And then on the back over here, I'm gonna need to draw a back leg. And I think he's gonna have pretty big back legs. He's a pretty, or back feet anyway. He's pretty lean, he's got a long front leg, so I think this leg's gonna be pretty big. Like that. We'll give him some toes there too. Now our dog needs a tail. So right over here where his bum is, we can draw a tail. I'm gonna draw it about this long, but remember, your tail can be a little bit different than mine. It has a little bit of a squiggly shaped tail. And now the drawing that I'm looking at and kind of copying off of has some shading, and this dog has some spots. I kind of like a spotted dog. I think that's pretty cute. So I'm going to do some similar shading to that. You can choose to do some spots and some shading as well. You can choose to color your dog with some pencil crayons or some crayons, whatever you like. I think I'm going to give my dog a shaded tail and shaded ears. So I'm just going to take my pencil, and just like I would a pencil crayon or a crayon, I'm just going to lightly shade it in. My pencils the pencil lead is very, very dark, so it looks like I'm pushing really hard with how dark this pencil comes through, but I'm actually not. I'm barely even touching the page. So don't worry if yours is a lot lighter than mine. That is a-okay. So I'm just shading this in. Remember, you can choose to shade yours or not to. Completely up to you. And you can always, take your time shading. You can do a fairly quick job, but you want to stay inside the lines. You can always go over it more than once if you want it to be even darker. That's just your own preference and what you like the best. Pretty decent job. I'm going to shade in my collar. Maybe you want to color your dog's collar. You might want him to have a pink collar or a blue collar or green or whatever your favorite color is. And you know what? I think I'm going to have one white ear and one dark ear. So I'm only going to shade one of my ears. I think I'll shade this one. I think it's kind of cute to have a dog with two different colored ears. And this picture of a dog is a dog looking away from us. That's why we haven't drawn a face on it. But it would almost be just as easy to have a picture of this dog looking towards us, and then you could draw some kind of details on his face if you wanted to. Again, that's up to you, whatever you think. Now I'm going to draw a couple of spots on my dog. So I'm just going to draw some kind of wiggly, sort of circular-ish shapes. And you don't have to put your spots the same place as me. You don't even have to do spots. You can just kind of play around with whatever you like. Maybe you have a dog at home, or you have grandparents or family members or friends or someone that has a dog. Maybe you kind of want to draw a dog that looks similar to one that you already know. You can do that too. I'm going to shade in all my little patches. This, I'm going to try and think of a name for my dog, because it might be kind of fun to name it. And if I felt really inspired after this, maybe I could write a story about my dog. Think about some kind of adventure that your dog could go on, and you could write about what it does. Maybe you could even put yourself in the story, and this could be your pet dog. And you could go on an adventure together. You could write about it. You could describe what the place is like, wherever you go. Maybe you're in the woods or at the beach. Any place you like. I could write in my story about what kind of dog it is, the name of the dog. Maybe the dog is really lazy or really hyper or really loyal and friendly. You could say all those types of things about the dog in the story to help describe it to the reader. That might be something that's kind of fun. You can come up with a really unique name, or maybe you could copy a name of a dog that you know or you've met before. And think about some kind of a fun thing to do with your dog in the story. I think I'm going to call my dog Patches. Not very original, but I kind of like it. So I'm going to write Patches. P, at, chiz. At, I know how to spell at. So that's Pat, and then ch. I know CH says ch. Ez. And I think Ez is ES. Patches. And then I'm going to remember to write my name down here at the bottom. I'm going to write Miss Hutton. And there we go. There we have my dog. I would love to see pictures or videos or anything of your dog. You can write the name, or if you do write a story, it would be amazing to get a picture of the story or a video of you telling the story. I know Miss Lacerte and I would both love to see it. So thanks for drawing a dog with me, everybody. I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I hope you're maybe inspired to go do a little bit of writing about a dog. Have a good one.